Hey, what's up everybody, welcome back to a new video on the channel. So today I'm going to talk about how you can start your own digital marketing agency without having to spend a $0 in capital. So let's just get right into it. So for about a year and a month, I've been running my own digital marketing company, and throughout this time I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've taught myself a lot on how to run a company and how not to run a company. And I really want to make this video in order to just share the information for you guys, so you guys can get some information on things you shouldn't do and things you should do before starting your own agency. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing I really want to push is make sure you're prepared to start your agency. Let's say you want to start a SEO agency offering search engine optimization for local companies or international companies. If you are going to start an agency, something you really have to think about is that you have to be prepared. And what I mean by prepared is that you have to make sure that you actually can bring your clients value. And that is how you run an agency. You want to make sure you bring value so they stay as a client. And how you really can prepare yourself is just read a ton of books and take a lot of courses on either YouTube from YouTubers that you find knowledgeable. Just take these courses, even though a lot of you are probably gonna think these courses are scams. And trust me, I've been there myself. I've been like, oh, why should I pay for something? It's just information, right? But when you actually think about it, you pay to go to school, you pay for books, you pay for almost every newspaper. So if you want valuable information, you are gonna have to pay for it. That's just how life is gonna work. People are putting themselves out there in front of a camera, in front of a desk, doing all the research for you, and then putting the information all together in a course. That takes them time. The information has probably cost them money because they have to go out there and actually spend their own time learning all this stuff and putting it together for you. So what I do recommend you do is take courses from different YouTubers. It doesn't have to be YouTubers at all, but find courses that you think are gonna bring you value for your agency. That is definitely gonna make you a lot better at your skill set. Even though you're good as of right now, you can always improve on your skill set. Every day when I'm running my agency, I'm definitely learning something. Each and every day I'm learning something new that improves my skill set and makes me better for my clients. Another way of teaching yourself your service is going out there and networking. So find local companies offering the service you are gonna offer and just reach out and let's just talk to them. Have a coffee and ask them questions. Even though you think you're gonna be competitors, most people are gonna be nice to you and actually be able to teach you a lot of different stuff. And they're gonna be happy doing it because they've been doing it for a while and they are just happy sharing their knowledge. And while you do that as well, you're also gonna network at the same time. So these people could eventually be either your clients, or these people could send you clients. So I myself have actually networked a lot with people in the same niche. Even though we are technically competitors, these people eventually end up sending me customers either because they have too many or because they have a project going on, they're just way too busy. They send you customers. And if you are good at networking, if you are putting yourself out there and actually meeting these people, that is going to be a good way of opening a new door to getting new clients and also learning a lot of new stuff. And even though you take all these courses or read these books, they are very good. I read a ton of books. I read taken a lot of different courses. I've studied a lot online, reading articles, making sure I'm up to date in the area I'm trying to offer my services. One of the most important steps of actually making sure that you are prepared, in my opinion, is that you want to put yourself out there and actually doing it yourself. Start a company, start doing your Facebook ads on that, start a company doing your Google ads, just to make sure that you have the skill set you want to sell to your clients. And this is also going to make it a lot easier for you to sell your service when you eventually start your agency, because you can tell the company that, oh, in the past I've worked with this and that and I managed to achieve this within this amount of time. And that is going to be a great case study for you to show for your potential clients, because when you just start your agency, you're not going to have any case studies to show, right? So if you go out there and study by actually doing what you want to sell, you are going to have real case studies you can show for your future clients. And that is going to make it a lot easier for you to sell whatever service you want to offer. Another important thing before you start your agency, make sure that you niche your agency. So what I've done from the start is offering basically every service there is. I'm offering Facebook marketing, I'm offering Google marketing, I'm offering SEO, website design, and also social media management. And what that has ended up doing with my agency is that I'm very diverse, but even though I'm very diverse, I have to study a lot because I have to cover all these areas and make sure I'm up to date in all these areas. And another problem that comes with it is that you are going to have clients in all of these different services, which is going to get really busy. If you have, let's say, 10 different customers, you have to do a website design, you have to do marketing for 2 other people, you have to do marketing for that and that, you have to do SEO campaign for that. It's just going to be a lot, and you're not really going to have the time to study in all these specific areas. And just to give you a clear example of it, you can have like a cook that's very good at making meatballs and spaghetti, but he's just the worst at making pancakes, right? It's because you can't really be good at everything. So what you want to do is make sure your agency is niche, so you can say to your clients, I'm very good at doing this, and this is the service I'm offering. And that way, local companies in your area is gonna start to recognize your company, and they're gonna be like, oh, I know what that company does. I should contact him because he's offering exactly the service that I'm in need of. But the most important part of just niching your agency is that you yourself can actually study that area a lot better instead of putting all your time and effort into trying to teach yourself all these different things. Just put all your time and effort learning one thing. And that is actually one of the most important steps. Another very important lesson I learned myself is that you shouldn't start your agency too early. What I did is that I graduated last year and I quit my job I had over the summer. And when I quit my job, I started with my agency straight away. I had no clients, I had no networking, I didn't have a website, I didn't have a company registered. So I had to go all these steps before I could actually take on clients. And what that eventually did is that it took me about 2 to 3 months before I started getting my first clients. And that is a long time walking without any kind of money coming into the company. So what I would recommend you to do is start your agency on the side of your full-time job. So when you have your free time, just work on your agency, work on your website, work on your social media, start networking, go to networking events. And when you eventually quit your job, you are going to have your clients lined up waiting to become your clients. And that way you can basically make sure that you have money coming in before you quit your job. And it all depends, like if you have a lot of money saved up and you don't really mind quitting your job because you want to put all your focus on your agency, that is going to be a better option for you because you actually put all your time and effort into making sure your agency is going to be the best, right? Instead of just working your full-time job, and when you're tired after work, you're going to have to put in even more work. Even though that is going to work, if you have a lot of money saved up, it's definitely a better option quitting your job straight off the bat. But that all depends on who you are and what you want to do, so make sure you think about that before you start your agency. And my last and final advice for you is gonna make a plan. And what I mean by make a plan is that you have to make sure you have some kind of plan on how you're gonna acquire your customers. So there's a ton of different ways of getting customers as a agency. Most of your clients after a while is gonna come through recommendations. So clients you worked with in the past are gonna recommend you new clients, which are definitely one of the best leads you can get. But there's a ton of different ways to get started. And in the beginning of your agency, you're not really gonna have any case studies to show. You're not gonna have any previous clients sending you clients. So what you're gonna have to do is go out there and do cold calling, which in my opinion is one of the best ways of getting new clients, even though it's very tough doing cold calling, even though it takes a long time. I used to sit day after day after day as cold calling, and not getting any leads at all. But eventually you get better at it, your script gets better, because I recommend you to get a script and just improve your script as you go. And eventually you're gonna get a client, you're gonna get better at it, you get more confident, you keep calling, and that is definitely a great way of getting clients. You can also get clients by marketing yourself on either Google or Facebook. That is definitely going to be harder in the beginning because your website, you're not going to be able to have any kind of case studies unless you've done something in the past. You can put that on your website. Case studies are definitely a great way of showing people that you actually have the skill. Basically, you require is to offer the service that you're doing. And if you don't have any kind of case studies or examples of jobs you've done, it's going to be hard converting customers on your website. So if you have no previous case studies, I recommend you to do your cold calling. But if you do have case studies, just go out there, do your SEO, do your marketing on either Facebook or Google. But the best of all is just putting all these things together. So do your SEO, do marketing, and do cold calling, and then just work at all of these things at the same time in order to get your new client. Eventually, when you get enough clients, what's going to happen is that you're just going to get new clients from other clients talking about your business. And that is the best sweet spot to be in as an agency. I personally myself don't run any Facebook advertisements anymore. I don't run Google ads. All I do is SEO and cold calling, and I get clients from clients talking about my business. And that is definitely going to take a while to get there, but SEO is definitely one of the most efficient ways of getting clients because your website is basically going to get you customers any time of the day without you having to pick up the phone and calling people, right? Your website is just going to bring you customers. So that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you learned something new. If you did, please leave a like and also comment if you have any questions on how to start your own agency. I would happily answer all your questions if possible. And don't forget my Discord channel down below. It's a free Discord channel everyone can join, and what you basically can do on there is talk to each other, talk with me, and have conversations about Facebook marketing, SEO, website design, whatever it can be. Just feel free to join the channel. It's open for everyone, so just click the link down below. And that is basically gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time.